Hello and a very warm welcome to France 24's Euro 2020 show. We have witnessed one of the best games of football of the year as Spain beat Croatia in an emotionally packed match in Copenhagen. The Spanish beating the World Cup finalists 5-3 in extra time after Croatia scored twice in the last 5 minutes of normal time. We'll be discussing all about that match and, of course, previewing France's game with Switzerland, which is just 10 minutes away. Let's start with Spain's victory, which sends them through to the quarterfinals for the fourth consecutive edition after defeating Croatia in an unbelievable match. The Croatians took the lead after a comical own goal with Barcelona man Pedri passing the ball back towards his goalkeeper and Unai Simon failing to control it with the ball ending in the net. That error brought Spain alive with Luis Enrique's players producing sublime attacking football. Pablo Sarabia pulled one back in the 38th minute, the PSG man, with a bit of a lucky bounce and goal, but a good finish before Cesar Azpilicueta headed in from close range. Ferran Torres thought he had won it with his third goal for Spain, only for Croatia to score twice in the last 8 minutes. First, Orsic bundled the ball over the line before Pasalic headed in to force extra time. Spain found their second wind inside 10 minutes. Alvaro Morata blasting in from Dani Olmo's pass before the Leipzig man assisted another goal. Oyarzabal securing the victory for La Roja with a splendid performance and a deserved win in the end. And of course, you can see all the details of the goal scorers here and the order in which the goals were scored. An incredible match and the best publicity for football. Just a simply superb performance, a game that will live long in the memory. Well, let's turn our attention now to the other game. The 9 o'clock kickoff. The tension is rising here in France, where fans are waiting impatiently for Les Bleus' last 16 tie against neighbours Switzerland. Didier Deschamps' team are the clear favourites, but France have been criticised for not dominating their opponents. The French beat the Germans in the group stage, but then drew to Hungary and Portugal. Their second half performance, in particular against Portugal, was probably their best spell of the tournament. Karim Benzema is also back amongst the goals, netting 2 against the Portuguese. France have been hit by injuries and a disturbed preparation has led captain Hugo Lloris to say the team needs to band together.
We need all the ingredients to succeed. This means a big effort, sacrifice, talent, discipline. We have to give everything that we have to take every challenge on the pitch and do it all together as a team. Not only the 25 players, but also the technical and medical staff. We're in this story together since the very beginning, and we want to go as far as we possibly can.
Hugo Lloris calling for the team to stay together. Well, let's take a look now at the lineups as the teams are making their way onto the pitch. The lineups for the French team is first, and the first piece of information that I can give you is Lucas Hernandez is not playing after failing a fitness test. This means a change in formation for France, who is set to start in a 3-4-3 formation, though it is possible that Deschamps could operate more in a 5-2-1-2 setup, with Rabiot filling in for Hernandez on the left, Lenglet coming into defence, with Griezmann set to play ahead of Pogba and Kanté in midfield, Mbappe and Benzema leading the line of attack for the French. It is a similar formation to the one we saw France play in at the end of their match with Portugal, a lineup France aren't used to playing, and we'll have to see if and how Switzerland choose to exploit it. Well, let's move on to the Swiss team and take a look at them. They will also be playing in a 3-4-3 formation with Xherdan Shaqiri starting just behind Brice Embolo and Seferovic. Embolo and Seferovic bringing the experience and the speed, particularly Embolo. Question marks, of course, about the Swiss defence. Rodriguez, Akanji and Elvedi have been slightly shaky in their group stage games, but Switzerland did put in a good performance against Turkey to book their ticket in the last 16, and they will take heart from that performance. The man to watch for the Swiss is, of course, the Liverpool man, Xherdan Shaqiri. We'll have to see exactly how that one plays out. Well, kickoff is less than 3 minutes away. So it is time for me to leave you and go watch the game. Thank you very much for watching. Do stay tuned to the channel. We'll be back later with the analysis of France against Switzerland.